Welcome to TMX Brick Notes. I am your host Martin, and today I've got the most up-to-date LEGO news for March 13th, 2014. Also, stick around to the end. I'll be answering a few questions from hubby 00N6. But first, let's get to today's news. Well, Doctor Who fans, you're one step closer to seeing your LEGO set realized. A collaboration between Kaminoan and Glenn Bricker has hit the 10,000 votes on the CUSO site in order to be in the review stage. So it's up into the hands of LEGO now to make a decision. The project actually is one of many on CUSO. There are at this point at least 13. Now the thing that's also pretty neat about this project, the duo has already pledged that they will give 50% of their profits to the American Heart Association. Now this is of course only if LEGO chooses to create the product. And one final note, Glenn Bricker is the lead on this project, I believe anyways, and he has multiple CUSO projects out there. In fact, quite a few that are over 1,000 votes. But again, Doctor Who already over 10,000, which means it's in the review stage, and we could be seeing a LEGO set pretty soon. Did you get your Martian Manhunter? Well, if you're in North America, I hope you already did, because apparently they are sold out. Anytime you spent $75 or more at LEGO in March, you received a Martian Manhunter. Now, this may still be eligible in certain stores if they have not run out of supply, but as far as shopping online, you're out of luck. It looks like, in North America at least, they are sold out of the Martian Manhunter. Let's get on to your LEGO events from all around the globe. I checked Eurobricks, and they queued me into an event in Portugal. From April 30th through May 4th, there is a LEGO fan event in Portugal. And I believe it is in Oreias in Lisbon, and it's put on by Plug, which is the Portuguese LEGO user group. Now they've got a great website, however I think it's all in Portuguese, which I do not speak or understand in any way, but if you do, go check it out, it looks great. For those of you in the United States, in the Chicagoland area, there is an event this weekend in Schaumburg, and it is at the Legoland Discovery Center. It's LEGO Star Wars Days. It is just this weekend, the 15th and 16th of March, Saturday and Sunday, long hours from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. The tickets are limited, so if you want to go, I would suggest booking online. It's $16 per person, but if you go after 4 p.m., it's only $12. A lot of great things going on, so check it out. Are you a fan of LEGO Mixels? Well, I read on thebrickblogger.com that the LEGO Mixels are doing combined characters, so this is pretty awesome. We are looking at these cute little monsters that you can build and mix and match in pretty much unlimited ways. Each of the LEGO Mixels packets include one LEGO Mixel character, and if you get all three from one tribe, you can actually build them into a combined character, which is called a max character. Now you get these instructions actually from the LEGO Mixels website. They're downloadable instructions that you can check out. Now LEGO recently added more downloadable instructions, and there's mix and match for Mixels that are actually not in the same tribe. And they came up with a pretty cool name for this. They're called MERPs. The official description for these combined models is as follows. Combine 2 Mixels and get twice the power. The one Mixel will be the dominant character, while the other Mixel will give it extra powers to solve a particular problem. Now Mixels, I believe, are more geared toward younger kids, and they've got their own cartoon and so forth. For AFOLs, maybe it's just because we didn't grow up with the Mixels, but still, they do look pretty cool. I believe most of you have heard by now that the LEGO Movie is planning a sequel. It's coming out in May of 2017. Well, multiple sites now have also reported that they have picked a director. It's going to be Chris McKay. He was actually the animation co-director on the first film, and if you recognize the name Chris McKay, it may be because he's worked on Robot Chicken. The writers for the sequel are going to be Michelle Morgan and Jared Stern. The directors from the first film, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, have moved over to producers for the sequel. And one final note is that Warner Animation Group will again handle the animation. More on the LEGO Movie. Hopefully you've gotten out there to see it. But if you haven't, you're not alone, because actually the film debuts today, March 13th, in Thailand. And in fact, there are many other countries where it hasn't even come out yet. So let's take a look at who those countries are. Tomorrow in South Africa, the film debuts March 14th. March 20th, it opens in Greece. March 21st in Cyprus, Venezuela, and Japan. On April 3rd, those of you have been waiting in Israel and Australia. All of our Australia friends have been waiting way too long. On April 10th in Switzerland, the film will come out in German. On April 11th in Austria, it debuts. And finally, the longest wait of all, April 17th, the film finally will show in New Zealand. So for those of you in New Zealand, I promise you, it is well worth the wait. Target brand stores have released their facts about selling Lego in the prior year, 2013. This is off bullseyeview.com, and I actually found this via toysandbricks.com. Now, a pretty cool thing here. Lego is actually the largest brand in the toy department in Target, and in 2013 they sold 4.5 billion pieces of Lego. They also sold 3.2 million minifigure packets, and finally, what's the most busy month of the year? Well, I'm sure you could guess. It's December, which makes up 30% of the annual sales. Speaking of sales, are you looking for a sale? Well, according to both Groove Bricks and Neo8, Amazon has some great sales on 2014 sets in the Friends and City line. So if you're checking for those, City, apparently right now anyways, are 32% off, and Friends about 25% off. If you check out the Neo8 website, it lists each and every set that is currently for sale, so you got to jump on that quickly. If you're a follower of Jang Bricks, then you know he is very busy. Just last month, he finished building his Lego Zoo, which is just amazing. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. He's got a full video on YouTube. And his next project already underway. He's into his third update, and he's building a Lego mall. Now, as far as I can see, as of right now, he doesn't have any videos up on YouTube, but if you go to his blog, he does have a few pictures to give you an idea of how far into the process he is. It looks like the third update was posted March 12th, so go support Jang Bricks. Multiple sites are reporting that there is a pretty cool Lego stop animation short out there about the Lego Simpsons / the Lego Movie couch video. So it's kind of a mix between the Simpsons and the Lego Movie characters. It's created by Monsieur Caron. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but it's a fun stop animation short about 1.5 minutes long, so I put the link in the description. It's pretty cool. A little bit off the topic of Lego, we go to The Avengers. The sequel, The Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, is planning to come out in 2015. Now, I was watching a fellow YouTuber, The Brick Rookie, and he said that on March 18th, if you watch the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you can actually see a preview for the second Avengers movie. I dug into this a little further and learned that Scarlett Johansson is pregnant, I believe. And she's a main character in that movie, but she does say that there's going to be no problems with filming. She'll be ready to go, and the movie will move on as scheduled. Either way, if you're watching TV, it's on ABC, and you can check that out every Tuesday, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, so that's your news. A quick look ahead at my schedule. Tomorrow on Friday, I will be posting a how-to video for Bricklink. It'll be a how to create or manage your Bricklink splash page by using HTML. On Saturday, I don't have a planned video, but hopefully it'll be something cool. And then on Sunday, again with the news. Every Sunday and Thursday, I post your most up-to-date Lego news. Okay, so today's question is posed from Hubby00N6. Thank you for asking the question, Hubby. And he actually asks a few questions. And these questions were actually asked way back in February on February 11th. But we're getting to them right now. So the first one is, what is Lego doing right? Second one is, what are they doing wrong? And then the final part, are Mega Bloks Company doing better stuff than Lego, or will they just never get it? So let's answer those one at a time and see what we come up with. What is Lego doing right? Well, I believe Lego is doing a lot of things right. One of those is advertising. And with a movie out, it's like free advertising everywhere. Obviously, they got to pay for it. But it's gotten a lot of people interested in it. I believe it's gotten a lot of adults to come out of their dark ages and feel comfortable with buying Lego sets and playing with Lego, and obviously being on YouTube and talking about Lego. But regardless, the cool thing that Lego does is they are promoting their project to all ages. You might have seen a lot of commercials recently where it's the father and the son playing together or families playing together. Lego used to do commercials where it was just the kids. So now they're saying, hey, the whole family can join in and do this. Another thing that they're doing great is the sets that they're putting out there. It's not just all these small buildable sets or creation buckets or small police stations. They're putting out these big sets that you know are geared towards AFOLs, these $300, $250, $500 sets that are definitely geared towards adults. So you're hitting the adults and you're still making all those smaller sets for the kids and keeping everybody interested. They're also creating new stores. We're up over 100 Lego stores. So their reach is growing. So the second part of the question is, what is Lego doing wrong? You know, I was thinking about this for a long time. I really couldn't come up with something. So if you have ideas for what Lego is doing wrong, please put those in the comments and we'll go back and forth on them. But it really led me to more of the things that they're doing right, to be quite honest. Controversial in some people's minds are the Lego Friends. They're the different sized characters, but I think they're great. Obviously, they're a hit. People love them. And Lego did a ton of research, as far as what I heard, before they even came out with this product. Another thing I believe is just great are these collectible minifigs. They didn't have them when I was a kid. Sure, they didn't even have them when I was first an adult. But they have them now, and they're just rolling them out. Tons of these awesome CMFs, and they are new series after new series. They keep getting better. Final question from hubby. Are Mega Bloks and company doing better stuff than Lego, or will they never get it? You know what? Mega Bloks does have Halo, as far as I know. I might be wrong. I don't buy Mega Bloks. I don't even really look, but I do see here and there that people are reviewing sets, and I think they're doing Halo, and that's a pretty good niche right there. Halo, pretty big game. At least it was 5-10 years ago, and maybe it still is. As you can tell, I really don't play it. But that's probably a really good thing that they're doing. Otherwise, you know, Lego at this point is just so powerful that Mega Bloks is going to have to do a lot of research and try to get more probably licenses and character rights to come up the ladder, because Lego is doing these partnerships with the Pirates of the Caribbean and the Star Wars and the Simpsons, and well, they had SpongeBob, but they don't anymore, and it's just, again, making their brand bigger and stronger and more visible. You know what? Actually, one thing Lego may have done wrong is all of their partnerships with Disney, because The Lone Ranger didn't do so well as a movie, which means it didn't do so well as a toy line, and that other one, there he is, Prince of Persia. Prince of Persia, the movie, I went and saw it. It didn't do so well. So the toy line didn't do that great. Even though the sets were really good. But it's like it doesn't matter. It has to be viewed as something cool for it to sell well. All right. Well, that's it for today. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you got your fill of news and Lego information. If you have a question, please leave it in the comments. You can write Ask TMX or whatever else, and I will answer it in a future video. If you don't want your name mentioned, go ahead and send me a private message. I'm on there as much as possible trying to answer questions. If you want a tutorial done, again, you can always put in a request. In the meantime, I want to say thank you to everyone that is subscribed. Thank you to everyone that's watching, and I'll catch up with you guys later. See ya!